In recent years, Yaman's face has taken over screens, social media, and billboards. His sculpted physique and symmetrical features turned him into a visual icon, almost like a comic book character. From Italy to Latin America, he has captivated millions. But is there more beyond the image? Behind his success lies not only acting talent. Yaman is the result of a clear strategy: visual exploitation. The industry has bet on his body, his gaze, and his presence, shaping him as a product, not as an actor. His image sells more than his performances, and that has changed the rules of the game. But this overexposure has consequences. Many actresses who share the screen with him have started to feel invisible. Tall, charismatic women with strong presence are pushed to the background. The camera seeks him, advertising focuses on his body, and they become mere decorations. This creates tension. Some contracts include special clauses to ensure balance between protagonists. Because in many projects with Yaman, the female figure loses space to the cult of male beauty. Even the audience is starting to feel saturated. The same poses, the same seductive looks, the same gestures. Everything becomes repetitive. What once fascinated now begins to tire. Yaman is not the problem. He is the reflection of a system that prioritizes looks over talent. A model where men and women are pieces of a shiny but empty shop window. Even the conflict many women feel toward him doesn't stem from him, but from an industry that pits them against each other for visual attention. The risk? If he doesn't shift toward deeper and more authentic roles, his star might fade. Because the public doesn't just want perfect bodies, they want real stories and true emotions. Yaman is at the center of this machine. But sometimes, the center also devours its own star. Because life is not a product, it's a miracle. And maybe for the first time, won't live to be loved, but to love himself. And maybe for the first time, won't live to be loved, but to love himself. This raises an inevitable question. What is real and what is staged? Is Yaman really the romantic we see in the series, or the cold and calculating man criticized in Turkey? The truth perhaps lies in the contrast. Because while his career in Italy is built on image and marketing, in Turkey, what's expected is talent and truth. And without that emotional connection, without that real artistic commitment, the media shine can fade as quickly as it came. Today, his European fame sustains him. But tomorrow, who will? Because muscles age, trends change, but the soul of an artist, if genuine, endures. I've been following Demet Özdemir's journey closely for a while, and the more I observe her, the more I realize she's a woman who has chosen silence as a form of resistance. While others speak, speculate, or even attack, she responds with elegance, with work, and with a disarming calm. In a showbiz world where everything is overexposed, she has protected herself, forging a path that doesn't need scandals to attract attention. Many of us first knew her through her unforgettable chemistry with Yaman in Daydreamer, and although their story was talked about for years, Demet never used that fame for personal gain. Many of us first knew her through her unforgettable chemistry with Yaman in Daydreamer, and although their story was talked about for years, Demet never used that fame for personal gain. No offensive words, no feeding rumors, no reactions to provocative media. She chose respect and, above all, decided to move forward with her life and career without looking back. Demet is one of those artists who grow in silence. She doesn't need to shout to show her talent, nor create scandals to make headlines. On the contrary, each of her projects bears her mark, that of an actress who gives her all, who chooses demanding roles, who takes risks. And that, for me, is worth more than any interview or photoshoot. Some think her success is just luck or beauty, but those of us who truly follow her know there is sacrifice, discipline, and an inner strength that has kept her standing even when her private life was scrutinized. Yes, there were hard times, breakups, disappointments, criticism, but she never strayed from her path. Not even when attempts were made to reduce her to Yaman's ex, as if all her value depended on a past relationship. I've read comments accusing her of being cold or distant, as if her discretion were a flaw. But I see it as emotional intelligence. Demet understood that real freedom doesn't lie in responding to everything said, but in living coherently. While some play with image, she builds a career that depends only on herself. And the most admirable thing is that, even with this professional focus, she hasn't lost her warmth. Just watch her in interviews, in fan encounters, in small but sincere gestures that show she hasn't let fame harden her. She's still that woman who smiles with her eyes, who listens, who cares about the details, and who maintains an honest relationship with her audience. That's why it bothers me when she's constantly compared to Khan, as if she can't exist without him. They are two different paths, two souls who once met and left a mark on millions, but that doesn't define who she is. Demet is much more than a past story. Demet is much more than a past story. She's a complete artist, a woman who doesn't need noise to shine, and who keeps proving that true success is built with integrity, step by step. Today, while some try to profit from nostalgia, she looks ahead. And that's what I admire most, her ability to be reborn without denying the past, her elegance in not reacting to provocations, her maturity in a world that rewards superficiality. Demet Özdemir doesn't need to justify anything. She has already proven through actions who she is, and she continues to do so in every role, every gesture, every silence.